There it is. I knew it was going to happen. You're not going to Prometheus me. Good evening, everybody. So welcome back. Tonight we're going to play some more Resident Evil. I hope everybody's having a good night. Just setting up some stuff here. Had a little bit of a scramble to get things together at the last minute, but I think it's all coming together okay. When last we met, we were at another weird freezing stopping point because I could not find whatever was supposed to be next. We had some eagles following us with their eyes. We had a couple of medallions that we didn't know what to do with. We had a jewelry box that seemed useless. And we'd gone back to the residence, and I have cheated just a little bit, and I have read ahead. And after having read ahead, I realized that we need to go back to the mansion. So, yeah, that is what we will be doing this evening. And while I read ahead, I didn't study real hard. I didn't put notes in front of me. Yeah, oh no, not to mention more hunters, dear Lord. But I think I prefer the mansion to the sharks, maybe? I don't know. I at least kind of know my way around the mansion at this point. So that's what I will be doing. Also, if you didn't catch it last night, I did a pop-up stream for a brand new game called Warped Universe. The folks who develop it were kind enough to ask me to stream it, and they showed up on stream and helped me figure some stuff out. It's kind of a combination of a shooter slash space sim slash XCOM strategy like game. All of which are out of my JRPG wheelhouse, so I was very grateful to have them on the stream. But if that's something that sounds like it might interest you, I'd recommend going out to Steam, look up Warped Universe. Next Fest is going on right now. And if you play the demo and you like it, wishlist it for them. So that'll help them gain some traction and, you know, get their game out there. I also really liked the voice acting, and I did tell them that as well. So, at any rate, let's go to the game scene. So, here we are, loading up the residence storeroom, which means we've got a walk ahead of us. Fight your fears and survive. All right. So, through the door. It is a strange combo, and the shift is, I think they're still working on the like transition between the modes. But it's fun. I actually preferred the strategy game to all of the rest of it. I'm not great with spaceflight simulators. At least not since Star Fox, and to give away how old I am, I mean Star Fox for the Super Nintendo. I've never played the Nintendo 64 one, which I might play on stream at some point. But the strategy game was fun, and I have XCOM 2, I believe, on my machine, and I've never played it, and it made me think maybe I should boot that up and try it. But I've also been told it might eat your life. So, through the gate. Oh, I also figured out what was going on with this, which we were struggling with on Sunday. So, I think it's the remake. It was on sale on Steam. When I say recently, I mean within like a year. So, yeah. But I have heard that it's very, very, very good, but kind of addictive. Oh, interesting. Which one would you prefer, Grep? Snakes! Oh, son of a... That is some BS. I do like that so far, and it might be just the RNG so far, but the snakes have not poisoned me a lot. Here, let me adjust my chair. My Secret Lab chair. If Secret Lab is watching and wants to offer me stuff to say stuff about their chairs. Interesting. I think I'd probably like the tactical puzzle better, but I've been getting into a lot of sim-like stuff lately. Now that I know that trading card game shop simulator, which is just a mouthful to say, TCG shop simulator, works very well with the controller in the Steam Deck. I have played way too much of that game. Because I keep thinking, oh, I can just do this for a minute or two. I'll just do one day. And then it's like, well, now that I've done that day, I've set something up for the next day. And so on and so forth. All right. Let's start by finding the eagle eye things. Oh, yeah, I hate this perspective. There it is, I think. Yep, there's the door. And what I did wrong is as simple as I did not push the dressers in the right direction. I'm just looking to make sure I didn't leave any items untouched. Is that real? Nope. I mean, it's real from the game's perspective, but it is not interactable. Okay. Okay. I also have that weird XCOM-ish game that's a Mario game that was kind of notable because Mario has a gun and that's never happened before. And it's Raving Rabbids themed. It was a very strange game, but I've not played a lot of it. I think I need to get to the save point on the other side of the mansion. Yeah, I think it's... I don't know, if you Google Mario and Raving Rabbids, you'll almost certainly find it. Yeah, it was weird. It was weird. I'm gonna blow your head off. Woohoo! It might be. Like, I have found that some games I just have an easier time streaming than I do just, like, playing by myself. And I think mostly just because I have, like, people to talk to and the narration keeps me engaged with it in a way that I, like, wouldn't be on my own. It looks like there's something on the floor, but I think it's just wood. Yeah, it's just wood. Is your wait what on the Mario gun game? Yeah, it's pretty nuts. Okay. Yeah, I Google it. It is... It's worth playing at least once just to see that it exists. Because if you had told me like 10 years ago that Mario was going to have a gun and be fighting Rayman's Raven Rabbids, I would be like, okay. You know, let's get you to bed, Grandpa. Let's figure it out here. Mario, American citizen. I think they adjust it because the guns are like wacky laser guns. that don't actually kill. They just like send people away. It's very Looney Tunes hand waving gun violence accusations. So it's woke. Yeah. Yeah, I guess technically it's canceled now because it's woke. Okay. Wait, I always get this wrong. I always go in the wrong door. The door I'm standing right in front of would work, but I think the next door is better. All right. Down the stairs. Ebertbot. Was it Siskel or Ebert that insisted that games would never be art? Can't remember, but I still hold a grudge. Even though I think he's sufficiently proven wrong at this point. I don't think we need the Medal of Eagle yet. I think we need the Medal of Wolf. We're keeping my grenade shells. Yeah, I'm gonna change the avatar for E.G. Borfbot, because the way my headcanon is it's a robot version of my dog, so I might make his eyes red, Terminator style. Okay. So, I think around the corner here is the room with the weird eagle statue. Unless I am completely turned around, which is, let's face it, we got a 50-50 shot of that being the case. K9's pretty good too, but... Yep, I was wrong. This is not the room we're looking for. Because I was only familiar with Nuhu at the time, I did not know how exciting it was when K9 came back to the series. Briefly during, I think it was in Tenant's run. Yeah, Tenant's run. And then he got his own like little spin-off thing with what's her name? This is the wrong way. School reunion, that is it. Sarah Jane. And it also had Anthony Stewart Head. This feels more correct, maybe. It's still wrong, though. I think the things that I get from the Eagle Room I need to use here. So, progress question mark? Can I have this sickle? I wouldn't mind a sickle. Jupiter is on the record. Yep. Hey, that was Crystal's line. Y'all can fight for it. Or were you the one that was always remembering that? Okay, now I'm confused. But... Alright. It's got to be a room that's highlighted in red. The only other one I can think is the one, like, right above us. It's always good to have redundancy in your memory. I do have to thank you for that, Grep. I honestly think that Starboard Jill and Port Jill are part of the reason that I can actually navigate this game at this point. Maybe it's this door? Which is Port Jill. Port Jill. Here, maybe? Is there a big weird eagle in here? Yeah! It's a strange room. Okay. Press it. Now I think I'm supposed to push this over to here? Maybe? And then I can climb up here and get something in here? A glowing yellow jewel sits in the eye. Would you like to take it out? Yes. It's attached to something and refuses to budge. Oh. So does it only let me get it out when... Jill, can you get down, please? Get off the shit! Okay, that just locked, right? Okay, I think we're closer. Do I shoot the puzzle? Murica. Okay, so what's different when the thing is on? Yeah, I think the eagle watches me. And when it watches me, if it sees me go too close to this, it locks the thing. See, if I go over here, and it's like, hey, you're going too close to that. If I get up here, yeah, it just locked. There's got to be something I'm missing here about this room. Eagle is a bit of a dick. Okay, the walkthrough made it sound like you could just, like, go up there and do the thing. That doesn't work either. Do I just have to be fast? Okay, I think I just have to be fast. So, let's... I tried. Last time I thought that was the solution, and I pushed the drawers up to the eagle. And tried to reach in, and it was just like... It just didn't have a response to any of the button presses. I think it's just a matter of you need to get the room set up and then run for it from one side to the other. If I go like this, it has a long time it has to take to turn around. So let's get it set up. Get him to look over here. Oh, I gotta turn off the light, because she won't even, like, see the thing unless the light's off. Which is kind of silly. It's unfortunate that STARS team members do not have object permanence yet. But... Get it quick! Get it quick! Yay! Okay, that was it. Go quick! Go quick! Go quick! I hate the perspective in this game. I might have just lost it because of that. Yay! Okay, I got it. Now, I think we need these in the lion room. Yeah, screw that bird. Which is downstairs around... No. That's on the other side of the mansion, isn't it? Is it? No, no, no. It's right there. It's that little... Isn't it? Am I crazy? I might be crazy. No, I think it's... Yeah, I think it's the little tiny room in the F-shaped hallway. Oh, Grep, I don't think you were here on Sunday. The broken door handle, randomly, just... I was scared to use it after my other save. I broke it by going through it like 2 or 3 times. And I was like, well, I'm going to use one of those 2 or 3 times this time. And the game was just like, yeah, somebody fixed it for you. Son of a bitch! You know you're on the right track when... I'm fine. I mean, not emotionally or anything, but... There's gonna be another. Are these even zombies? Like, what are these things? They're like... lizard people. I will say my extreme paranoia in saving ammo for this thing has been very beneficial to me so far. I don't want to bring any of the special shells, though. I feel like incendiary and acid should be boss shells. In case we run into a zombie, I don't want to use that. I think I'll have time to switch. I did this time. He only munched on me a little. True. Final Fantasy VI, I finished with 42 elixirs. What was I doing? I was going over there. I wonder if there's anybody who's beaten this with just the knife. By the way, I finished the other book I'm reading, and I started reading Dr. Gameology's book, The Gamer's Journey. I'm only, like, a few pages in, but I really like it so far. It's really interesting. It's all about the monomyth, which is how we as a society use legends to kind of describe our own lives and struggles, and how video games are the modern monomyths, and how we should utilize them and destigmatize them. Okay. Yes, I think this is Lion Room. No? I walked past small corridor to Lion Room. I do too. I think it's interesting how often, well, and how bad society is at recognizing the patterns that they develop themselves. Tiger with glowing with blue and yellow light. So we need yellow light. Use it. Your prize is a zombie. Nope. Is that a mini disc? Wow. Okay. Oh, magneto-optical. You're right. Okay. I got too excited there for a second. I have this weird fascination slash fandom for the mini discs. They were much more popular in Japan. They were a Sony standard. And what I loved about them was like, is it? Okay. Because it was like before disc burning was available, you could actually have a digital recording. And for some reason they just never took off here, so they stayed extremely expensive. I was never able to get it. So I had to stick with audio cassettes, which are terrible. Am I supposed to do something with this? I should probably pay attention to what the game is giving me. Jill, stop doing that. You're getting scratches on the disc. Wah! I can do it from the back, too. I kind of want to talk to Dr. Gameology at some point about another thing I read that was interesting. That I was reading about, because I feel like a lot of modern kids stuff is very saccharine sweet compared to what we had in the 80s. And the one that always comes to mind for me very specifically is Artex dying in the Swamp of Sadness or whatever it was in The Neverending Story. And I read a fascinating article that was like, we're doing a disservice to our children by not providing that, because it provides a safe place for them to experience that kind of grief and that kind of, you know, basically deal with that feeling, but in a way that they can step back from and say, okay, but it doesn't affect my real life. It feels safe. And to some degree, I even like sought that out, because like you know, sometimes you want crying fodder because you want to just, you know, have a feels, but you want the feels to be safe. Do I even know what I'm doing at this point? I think I need to combine this with the jewelry box, I think. So let me think for a second here. Yeah, it really, really does. The other thing I find, going back to the CDs and mini discs thing, fascinating, was that I kind of missed at the time, was DAT, digital audio tape. I was very much wanting that to become mainstream enough that I could afford it as like a teenager, and yeah, it never got there. It is. We have a ton of DAT that we're archiving right now where I work. I'm not going to say a ton on stream. I'll say that I work for a radio station, and it has a lot of legacy media that we're trying to digitally archive. And one of the challenges is DAT, because some of that stuff is hard to find. And then I can if I want to, but at this point I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do that. The worst one is apparently reel-to-reel tape, because if you just put a reel-to-reel tape in to a player and attempt to record off of it, and it's a lot of years old, the adhesive, yeah, I don't want to do that. the adhesive on the tape that holds the magnetic dust has worn off. And if you don't prep it beforehand, when you run it through, that dust will just fall off and you will lose the recording forever. So what they have to do, they have special ceramic ovens and they bake the tapes first, which kind of reinvigorates the glue for maybe like one playthrough. And then they play it and archive it, and then they put it back. Yeah, it is. It is a lot like that. But it's a very impermanent solution. Right, so I need to get to a save room again so that I can get my jewelry box. I think this is the right door. So yeah, just like Sunday, I am proving that I am old as fuck. Yeah, that stairway's what I need to get to. Okay. Thanks for the heads up. I wouldn't want you to think that you were just like, it is weird. I randomly ran into an old friend from high school when I was in Indiana last time. And it was in just like a small town. I was actually going video game hunting. And so I was just like looking for like old thrift stores and stuff, and I found this one that was pretty popular that was in, I don't even remember where, but it was very small town Indiana, but driving distance. And I went there and I just heard this voice and it's like, "Are you Aaron?" And I turned around. Yeah, it was Amber. And we had a like discussion for a few minutes and I just remember her looking at me and she goes, "By the way, we're old as fuck." And I'm like, "Yeah, we are. We are old as fuck." So I was glad to see she's doing well. I hadn't heard from her in a long time. We didn't end on like bad terms or anything. We just kind of fell out of discussion. But yeah, I feel like I have people I went to high school with. Yeah, that's true. Who have kids that are like graduating college and getting married. And in the meantime, I'm like a little bit behind. My kids are graduating kindergarten and stuff. Not getting married. Okay, so I think the jewelry box has to be combined with this thing, but let's examine it real quick. Man, examine really, like, it's sometimes incredibly useful and sometimes incredibly not. Oh, I thought that was going to go in the top. Oh no, it's one of these. Oh my gosh, Wes would be 20 this year? That does feel weird. Shoot. I feel like that wing... Yeah. I have a shirt that says, be patient with me, I'm from the 8-bit era. Let's leave that there for the moment. I don't think that's right, but... This looks like it's got to be the bottom. Oh, once I pick the piece, I have to decide a place to put it? I don't like that. That just feels right, because that looks like a banner at the bottom of something. Yeah, I think that's got to go this way. But it won't let me until I move this crap out of the way. Oh, I can do that. Okay, that makes things easier. Kind of felt like it was supposed to go there, but I don't think it does. This is taking all of my brain. Okay, I think that's it. All right. We just have to get it to the point of where the game will accept that I'm putting it in the right place. Really, game? I can kind of adjust it into it. Okay. This is a little bit too realistic. Like, I don't need to know the actual frustration of my lack of dexterity as a human being in a video game. Okay, there. You'd better slot in, or I'm gonna get real mad. Oh, there is a spot. Okay. There's a brooch inside. I like how occasionally it's just like, I'm just gonna throw away this thing. It's clearly not gonna do anything else. Let's examine it. It changed into a key. It's an emblem key. Key brooch. Brooch key. Cool. Kind of looks like the boss key from Zelda games. Well, I feel good about that, and I never want to do that puzzle again, so I will actually waste a ribbon to not have to do that puzzle again. I was going to broach the subject of whether or not it was spelled broach, but you didn't give me time to broach it. I'll be here a week. Tip your waitress. The only other moment in this game I've been more proud of than that is probably when I mixed up the Jolt chemical formula and then found the, like, last puzzle piece that was supposed to explain how that works. I don't know if we read this last time. Special instructions for the disposal of dead bodies. We have new information regarding those beings. They may appear to be dead, but in fact they are able to come back to life. However, there are ways to prevent them from becoming active again. Feed them lots of snacks, Doritos. Get them to Netflix for a while. Currently, there are 2 known methods to cease their resurrection: incineration and destruction of the head. If further methods are discovered, you will be notified immediately. Meanwhile, to those of you who still have the will to live, oil has been placed on the first floor of the mansion. Take as much as you need. You'll need something to light it with, which you'll need to find by yourself. Sincerely, Exit. Just once I want it to be like, where it says old boxes and step ladders lie neglected. I expected to just say like, old boxes and shit, if you like pick the wrong thing. It's funny because at this point I also follow a streamer named Doritos. It's pretty cool. I'd come back to life as him. So we've got this key. Oh, the crank. We need the crank. I think... Well, we'll see. I think we just need the crank. Now we're going to go to the waterfall. I wouldn't mind being a rock, a la Everything Everywhere All at Once. That seemed like a peaceful life, especially if you had little googly eyes on them. Or do not. There is no trial. Oh. Do I want to be a Dorito? If I had to come back as a food, that's not a bad one. I'm loved by a lot of people. I can be made into tacos. Delicious, delicious tacos. How do I get out there? So I need to get to the place where there's... I'm going the wrong way. I think. No, I'm not. I'm not. I need to go downstairs. Yeah, and walk all the way around to that hallway. No problem. This isn't where I wanted to be at all. Oh yeah, Grep, another thing that happened on Sunday. A lot of stuff happened on Sunday. Um, we killed Yon the snake. Good and dead this time, I think. And we did it with a pistol, which all of the game guides do not recommend, but I wasn't expecting to run into him. You land in like a boss fight room with a bookcase, and basically you run around the bookcase, running away from his head and shooting him in the ass. But everything's like, you should probably use a grenade launcher on this. And I was like, well, buckle in, folks. Like, I figured out how to dodge his bite, but we're going to be here for a while. Nope, not this room. If I had a lot more time, I should set up, like, previously on Ennui Gaming. Yeah, I shot him in the face a few times. I don't know if that did no damage or just less damage. I mean, I could template a lot of it, but I think the longest part for me of editing videos, especially when I'm like trying to make shorts or something for YouTube, is finding the scenes in the middle of the stream videos. So I just basically have to like shuffle through them at fast speed and find it. I haven't watched any Murderbot. Is it pretty good? Keep on trucking, Jill. I think our new emblem key opens this door. Should I go do the pool waterfall puzzle first, or should I try opening this door and seeing what happens? I know I'm slightly delayed, so I'll wait to see what chat says. Door, and I just saved, so... Oh, and that happens too, so... Nothing scary about that door. I like it. Yeah. Stun pack! There are books on everything from genetics to statecraft. I want the metal thing. Yes, I do want the metal thing. Shotgun shells! My favorite! Old-fashioned telephone. The cord has been cut. It's weird. Now over here, there's nothing about statecraft. It's just biology. Okay. So we just picked up something new. We want to save electricity. Which means if there's something that's going to spawn, it'll be right outside the frickin' door. Man, we're getting all kinds of goodies. Ah. I don't think this is the right door. Oh, we'll find out. No, this goes to Scary Woods and Residence. That's not where I want to go yet. I mean, that's not where I want to go ever. If I had a choice and I were Jill, I think I'd probably just not be here. But I don't think Jill has much of a choice because dogs. Although at this point, she has like a grenade launcher with 20-something shells. I think she could probably just leave. Now we take the elevator down, I think. Well, maybe not. Spooky gate. I will admit, I thought this was going to be a shorter game. And I bet for some people it is. Because I had this idea, it's like, oh, I'll do 2 or 3 spooky games, and I've done Rat Shaker in this. That was the hint the game was giving me before that I ignored multiple times. Which is my want. Where's the elevator? I know there was like an elevator that could go down from here too. Was it actually at the other door, maybe? It should. I was talking to another streamer today, and I mentioned I was doing RE1 for the first time, and they're like, oh, are you doing the HD remake or the original? I said HD remake, and she's like, that's good. There are a lot of quality of life improvements. And it's like, this is the game with a bunch of quality of life improvements? I'm kind of okay with it wanting to avoid attachment with me. So let's face it, I don't want Resident Evil to get too attached to me. Oh, no. I think I'm going the wrong way. Which I think should be the name of my memoir. So was this the residence or was this creepy cabin X? Realize Aaron. He went the wrong way. Ah, the residence is the other way. I think I need to go back to the mansion. Don't turn left, Jill. Okay, okay, okay. Now I think I'm going the right direction. Now that I've played this a little bit, I am a little disappointed in myself that I sold the, like, long box original version of this. Two out of 10. Would not recommend. Because I sold it for a good amount of money, because I picked it up for like $2 in like rural Wisconsin, and it sold for like 150, I think, on eBay. But I did put it in to test it, and I watched the opening cheesy scene with the live action people, and there was just something so incredibly charming about how cheesy it was that I now kind of wish I had it in my collection still. But if you look hard enough, there's instructions on how to deal with said undead. I did not look hard enough. So I think we need to go to an elevator. So if I go to the courtyard here. Residence, courtyard, mansion. I think I need to go to the basement and get on that elevator. Which I think I get to... I think you guys can see my mouse from this. Yeah, that looks right. Round and round we go, checking doors, everyone knows. Dooby-dooby-doo. Calls coming from inside the house. Getting a little loopy. Alright, straight out, back into the main hallway. Through the dining room. I'll have you note, this is one of Umbrella Corporation's most valued properties. I was also talking to somebody online, and apparently playing Wesker instead of Jill like gives you a completely different story, and like from a different set of perspectives. Maybe I misunderstood that conversation, but that's what it seemed like. Which made me think, okay, I can't do this more than once. I don't dislike the game, I can't. My brother Pete saw that I was streaming this, and he's like, I'd join, but I can't deal with that drama again. Yeah, so we go here. We go around the corner here. I don't know where that twang I just had came from, but there's an elevator, but I can't reach it from here. Is that dead guy still in here? Yeah, he's still in here. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come on, buddy. A nice hug is just waiting for you. You just gotta come over here. Alright, see you later. Should I start with Mass Effect 2? I have abortively stopped Mass Effect 1 multiple times. And it's not... I liked the story. I thought the story was interesting, but the gameplay was tough. And the inventory system was challenging as well. And I don't know how much I need to know. This isn't where I thought I was going to be. Uh-oh. Shoot. Okay. So that's that elevator. Where's the other elevator? Which is a slightly pinker pink than the in-progress rooms. There's one other elevator. Where the hell is it? There's two other elevators. To the courtyard. I knew that. Don't judge me. But yeah, can I jump to Mass Effect 2, or is that like a generally not recommended that you should go through all three? Oh man, and he's closer than I ever want him to be. Okay. Yeah, I liked all the characters, but it's like one step better than... Oh, hey, you! I don't remember. I could redo it. The other thing that frustrates me about it is, since EA bought it, and EA insists on using their Origin launcher, loading it on the Steam Deck, it will start maybe every other time. I think every other update they do to the Origin launcher breaks the Steam Deck compatibility, despite the fact that they're verified. To which I say, EA, why are you like this? I have gotten better with the trigger now that I'm thinking about it, because have gotten better with the trigger. Getting? That's not... That ain't no proper grammar. Yeah, I had heard that too, and I didn't want to skip over that feature because it was so innovative. But I was just having a real hard time with it because, yeah, it wasn't moving as fast as I'd like, and the interface was tricky, and the gameplay was frustrating. Oh yeah, I'd played Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, which feels like it was one step even earlier than Mass Effect. It kind of looks like they used the same engine, and Mass Effect is a more refined version what they were trying to accomplish with Star Wars The Old Republic. And that's another case where it's like, I've heard this story is amazing. I would love to play it. I have tried it several times and have not been able to stick with it. Okay. We're about to be in a courtyard. When we go to the courtyard, the little door goes over here. I am confused. Oh, maybe. Okay. Let's ping the map and see where the hell we are. We are here. And I don't think I can get across there. I don't think I can get across that. With the water. Yeah, I almost want to turn it into a visual novel. Okay. I still have the crank, right? I wonder if I can do this from the other side, and that's the trick. Wow, low-res video is low-res. No. Unless there's another thing like that on the other side that I never see because I'm too busy going, ah, snakes! Oh, there you are. Ah, you son of a... Okay. Still fine. Okay, aiming down is the worst. Yeah, I can't get over there. Okay. You serious? These snakes better not respawn. At least they're easy to hit. Okay, where does this elevator lead? That will help me understand where I'm supposed to go. Ah. Okay. So yeah, I think I need to go to the other side here. No. The other side here. This elevator. Take it up. Now I have a means of getting the hell back down there. Unless somebody else takes the elevator. And that would just be... That would be silly. No one would do that. Right? Right? Please? And now we use the crank again. It's a flooble crank. You see, the snakes all work for each other, and then I take a cut And that sounds like slavery with extra steps. I don't know if anybody in chat will get that reference or not. Nope, that's not where the elevator is. The elevator is on the other side. Yeah, I wouldn't want that. Okay, now the waterfall should be gone and things are happening. Yay, we can go in. I don't like it though. Oh, oh good. It's okay, I've got my grenade launcher and one little bit of herb. Might be a good idea to refill that gun though. Hey, an item box. And a typewriter, because in a mine, who doesn't need a typewriter, right? This is a quest item. I will put it down here. Fair. And it comes with extra ink ribbons, which I will use. So 9:30, 31. Courtyard B1. We're on a new map, right? Yeah, map. Well, not a map. Head map. Bees. I just put away the hexagonal shaped thing. Should I check the door for bees? Really? It's because it's octagonal, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's an octagon, Aaron. Gosh darn it. And I assume I can't get across this because chasm. Oh, there's a gray door over here. I know something's going to jump at me somewhere. What's the shape of this room? Okay. So there's probably something at the end of this hallway, or it wouldn't be here. Yeah, I'll take the acid shells. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Didn't Make It. At some point, that boulder is going to straight up roll at me. I'm sure of it. Okay, what's the shape of this room? Weird. Weird is the shape of this room. Yeah. I don't like when it throws spoopy music at me. Hey, something. Yeah, I will. Okay, so that's the door I came in. It's over here. The elevator's power source. There's a round lid. Open it. I want it known. I could have made the childish comment here. And if this were the Saturday morning or Sunday morning stream and Viva La Eder were here, I probably would. But not this time. Yes. Okay, so 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 4. And there's 4 buttons. Something seems to be missing. Could it be a key that I just took? Okay, so if I put that back in... No. Can I use the buttons? Sure. Thanks, Grep. I knew I could count on my loyal followers. Man, it's throwing a lot of ammo at me. I don't like what that usually means. Oh no.
You, Jill.
Oh no.
Is that voice Enrico's?
Yeah?
You're alive!
Stop! Are you with anybody, Jill?
No, but why?
Because you're itchy and tasty.
The stars are finished. Someone is a traitor. Umbrella set us up.
Enrico! Traitor? Who?
Barry steps around the corner. I think we need to split up. I mean, aren't you all professionals? Isn't STARS like a paramilitary organization? Son of a bitch. I'm gonna go put back a shaft. Oh, hey! Well, the good news is I'm yellow with caution. Which I guess you might... Yeah, I don't know what that means. But now I'm better. Like I have liver failure? I don't... Let's examine this crank. This end is shaped like a hexagon. Jaundice! That was the word I couldn't think of. Enrico is dead. What could he have known? Okay, there's a hexagonal hole. Oh, it's where that chasm was. So I assume that if we turn a crank, it'll push over a bridge. Oh no, I hear something snarling. That wasn't fair. I should be able to shoot them when they're down. Well, she doesn't have to, because the omnipotent people watching the game saw the boots, so she can trust us to keep track of everything, I guess. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to use acid shells right now. I don't know what to do with this. I'll leave it in my inventory right now because it feels like it's going to be useful at some point. I think between the three of us, we almost do well. Okay. All right, I have to say, of all the things I expected to happen, that was not on the list. Her faith in her audience is her weakness. That's fair. I'm going to put this crank down here in the crank section, where I keep all my crank. I know this is pointless, but I still want to do it anyway. I don't like that there's a space here. I'm fine with moving this down. Feels like the fuel canteen and the lighter should not be part of this collection. And then we will move this down. Well, I'll save real quick. Dear Diary, I don't know why we put this ancient typewriter in the mine shaft. Offering me another herb, huh? Well, we just saved. What's this? Kind of looks like the trap thing where we almost got crushed for the shotgun. What's this room shaped like? Not much. There it is. I knew it was going to happen. You're not going to Prometheus me. Oh man, now you have two huge folder problems. Oh, Jesus. Is this one a lot bigger than the other ones have been? Ow! Two of them? Some bullshit. Ouch. Get up before you get barfed on. I'm not orange yet. I'll save it. In case you didn't bring your survival knife, here's another little knife for you. Okay, where's your friend? Oh, it's got little babies. I don't like this at all. And I just wasted a bunch of ammo for no reason. I've got to remember not to react that way. Well, there's the other guy. He's kind of hidden. Oh, I can stomp him. I feel like that's important. But if I don't stomp them, I will regret it later. God damn it. Okay. Now I'm fine. Are there any other squishies over here? Come here, squishy. I will call you my squishy. God, come on! Don't forget sharks. We have sharks too. Okay, now that we've done all that, we have time to investigate, I guess? No, that was the door I came in. If these things respawn, I swear to God. They despawned. I like that. I trust that even less. Okay, there is a door on the other side. I need to basically about face. So this is the door I have not been through. Lighter, maybe? Better go back and get the light. Oh, hey. Yeah, I'll take the shotgun shells. Through the door! Not just yet. Okay. Carrying this along was silly. Let's combine our shotgun ammo. The last thing I needed was another knife. I wish I could throw away these bottles. What did I come back here for? Ah, yes, lighter. And maybe fuel canteen. I don't know if I need that too. Combine that in case we have to deal with some spidery goodness. And on we go. Whee! F this room and everything about this room. Okay. Really? Do I have to burn it from another spot? Oh, I just realized there are people in here. So that's lovely. What's this? I really don't use that to burn it? I was so sure. They gave me a knife. And I mocked them. This is my fault. Oh, I tried the fuel. It had the same result as the knife. This is not useful right now. It's the GD knife. I should have known. I am really bad at picking up the hints that this game gives sometimes. And it did that because it knows you're not carrying that knife around this whole time. I wonder if that's one of the quality of life improvements that the other people were talking about. This way. To Boulder Town. I'm a survivor. We beta tested this and we realized that nobody understood that you needed a knife here because they forgot the knife existed. So we added a knife. What shape is this room? It's a hallway. But behind me is a dead end, and that's usually where people put things. Oh, yeah. What's this note? Map! I'm not poisoned, right? Let's mix up a little anti-poison stuff. Just in case I get spider vomit on me. Did not have that in my bingo card for the night. Oh, it's playing horror music. Wait, is that horror music or is that machinery? Hard to tell. I think it's a little bit of both. Oh, and I missed something in that hallway. No, because I didn't take the blue herb. Okay. Nothing interesting down here. Are you kidding me? Let's go get a crank. Remember that time we were almost eaten by spiders? That was not that long ago. The horrors continue. Okay, I feel like the minute I put the knife away, it's going to be like, remember that knife? So now we need the hexagonal crank. Yeah. You know, the thing with the facehuggers and xenomorphs, it's like, I wouldn't put it past this Umbrella Corporation to do a Wayland Yutani here. Okay. Here we are again. Record scratch. Yep, so this is me. You're probably wondering how I got into this mess. Oh, come on. I can see what's going to happen. Just need to see... Okay. If I have to dodge back, that's where I will go. Yeah. It's either a Boulder or a Langolier. I'm not sure which. Oh, there's something around the corner. Okay, I'm not quite grokking the map here. So if I go Port Jill, right? Should be pointed towards the hallway, and it should be on her right, her starboard side. This hallway? I thought that's where we came from, but I guess not. This is where we came from. Turn around. Go back. Turn left. This is her left. Oh, yeah, I think you're right. There it is. I knew it was going to happen. Thank you, Grep. Ooh, is there something behind the boulder? There's often something behind the boulder. It is a first aid kit. Yeah. It was a Langolier. Man, that's a deep cut. I don't think anybody's gonna get that joke. Oh, cool. Yeah, nothing sacrificial looking about this. So what's going on here? Assume I have to... Okay. I'm gonna push you. Can I get on the other side of you to push you out? No. Right. What rotates when I rotate this? Nice. I think I might have found the two people who would recognize this. Okay. I feel like the goddess statue is mocking me right now. Oh, I see it. Okay, I see it. Go back in. And now we push. And use that to... Okay. Push it out. Or as Salt and Pepper say, shit. Plug back in. Is this goddess statue smiling at me? No, doesn't have a tooltip at all. Okay. Can you do one more? If I push you off and... I know it's rotating Jill so that you know that it rotates, but it's a little annoying. I pushed it the one direction it was least convenient to push for the camera. Congratulations! Your reward is a giant spider! Oh, it's so close. I know this isn't going to be that. Yeah, shark drops from the ceiling. But it's like, you get duct tape. Now there's no problem you can't solve. Ooh, a cylinder. I bet a shaft would go through that real nice. Been away for a while. I bet there's some hunters out here. Okay, so we need to go back to that weird spot. Well, and we need to get back to where the cylinder is. Where the shaft is. We have the cylinder. Typewriter item box. I feel like this is where it was ambushed last time. Okay. I don't think we're gonna need the blade again right now. Man. Okay. Other way. Well, I should probably save. I've done a lot of stuff. Got about maybe 10 minutes more in me before I probably have to call it anyway. It's an old typewriter. You can save your progress. Dear Diary, ceiling sharks were a dirty trick. I assume I can combine this with that. Now I'll examine it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. 4, 2, 3, 1. Okay. This is not the right direction, is it? No, sirree. Other way. It gonna bite you. Should I have broken out the acid shells? I don't know. Or maybe the shotgun. Okay. Let's do this again, because my memory, what it used to be. Oh, I think it's 4, 3, 2, 1. Is it 4, 3, 2, 1 or 4, 3, 1, 2? Thanks, game. The game's like, check again, idiot. 4, 2, 3, 1. Got it. Does it have to be lined up? Well, maybe not. It resets every time. Oh my god, I've already forgotten. 4, 2, 3, 1. Four, two, three, one. Okay, got it. Four, 2, 3, 1. Oh, God. What now? Let's save. And that might be where I need to call it tonight. I got work in the morning. But yeah, I'm feeling better about this now. I feel like it's nothing but progress at this stage. Except for the 20 minutes we wandered around the mansion. Oh, really? I haven't noticed anything. My bitrate seems to be okay. What about you, Crystal? Is it really choppy for you? Am I too choppy to be understood? Oh, okay. What time is it? Almost midnight. No, so it probably wouldn't be any kind of backup process. All right. Well, good. I'm feeling good about this. I feel like we've accomplished a lot today. And as such, I'm going to go back to chat. So yeah, I still enjoying this a lot. Even though I'm pretty confused about the lore, I assume you kind of have, it's one of those games where you have to piece together individual pieces that you find and like set it up. So when I'm done with this, it might make sense for me to go do a wiki article or something. But yeah, this is a really good game. I can see why this became a classic. So we'll probably do a raid in a second, but before we do that, I've got a creator bump here that's a little bit unusual. This is not so much a creator bump as a as letting people know that this once existed, sadly. This is a canceled series, but I think people of our ilk would probably enjoy it. The original theory behind it was they would do, and they were going to do it for like, you know, the whole decade. It was like it would take this calendar day in the 1990s and tell you about what games were really popular, you know, what had just come out, what were they worth, what are they worth now. They would intersperse commercials and stuff into it. And the guy who makes it, this is why it's kind of an interesting creator bump for me, because he doesn't need my help. But I think a lot of people would like to see it, is Jared Knobbenbauer, or Knobbenbauer, who is also known as ProJared. But if you haven't seen this, it's worth going and looking up and watching the back episodes. It's largely entertaining. Him and his editor go back and forth on things, and they have like really great chemistry. It's just a really good show. So anyway, that was the creator bump. I'll do a quick sign off, and then we'll look for somebody to raid. But before I do that, I'll say follow your bliss. It's fleeting. Good night to everyone.